Are you spending more time searching for your stuff than actually using it? Today we're exploring a powerful way to break you free from that cycle.
It's a combination of extreme minimalism and the Swedish art of death cleaning. But guess what?
This isn't just about making things easier for your loved ones later. It's about creating a calmer, happier you right now.
So it dawned on us recently that extreme minimalism and Swedish death cleaning are actually a match made in simple living heaven. Here's a quick definition of each of them.
Extreme minimalism is a lifestyle choice that people make where they curate their possessions to just the bare essentials. So what they do is they push the boundaries of what normally would be considered comfortable.
Yes. And that's where you see a lot of these videos with these are only the 10 things I own or only the 50 things I own.
So the thing is, it's not just about owning fewer things. It's about curating your life to focus on what truly matters.
On the other hand, Swedish death cleaning is about a lot more than decluttering. It's about systematically sorting out your belongings and your life in general, mainly so that your life is in order for when you pass away and you don't leave your loved ones with a big mess to sort out.
The term was made popular by Margaret Magnusson in her book The Gentle Art of Swedish Death Cleaning. We'll leave a link in the description below. Today we want to share a personal story that really opened our eyes to both of these practices.
Yeah, so quite a few years ago, I had to move my parents into a retirement home because they were no longer coping. And as a result, I was left by myself to clean out the home that they'd been living in for more than 40 years, which was packed with memories of the life that we'd spent there, but also packed with accumulated belongings and clutter, really.
Oh, it must have been hectic.
It definitely was a huge undertaking, but in the process, I learned something really valuable, and that is that holding onto your stuff doesn't keep the memories alive. It actually buried them underneath all that clutter. If it was something that we'd done together, there could have been the potential to create new memories instead of just sifting through the old ones, which was actually quite sad. And I also think maybe if we'd done it together, I could have asked them things. It could have been a way to strengthen our relationship, but sadly it didn't work out like that. I didn't realize it at the time, but I think that experience played a huge role in me wanting to adopt a more minimalist lifestyle.
Letting go can really be a way of honoring the past and not forgetting it. And that's the beauty of combining extreme minimalism and Swedish death cleaning. It's not just about making things easier for your loved ones after you've gone. It's about living more intentionally in the present by letting go of what doesn't serve us anymore.
So we've got 5 action steps for you to help you get started with Swedish death cleaning so that you can avoid ending up in a similar position to what my family and I experienced.
The first one is start small and easy. So you start with certain categories, perhaps clothing or kitchen items. This will help you get started and build some momentum so that the process is easier. Also, set aside a short period of time every day or every week so that it becomes a bit of a habit. And that way it's not so overwhelming. You get little bits done every day.
The second tip is to categorize your belongings. And this would be into donate, sell, keep,
toss. Yeah, we've actually done a video on that, not specifically on that process, but we decluttered our junk drawer and used the process. So we'll link to that in the description. The third step is to let your loved ones know. This can really help with the process, and as Ange said earlier on, it'll give you the opportunity to share things that normally you wouldn't, or they just get forgotten about. The other benefit of that is that, you know, the items that you want left to your loved ones will be handled appropriately at the time.
Yeah, and sometimes you might not feel sentimental about something, but your family members are. So this is an opportunity for everyone to say, you know, they like something or they don't like something, or they would like to keep it rather.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. We actually read about, I don't know if we read about it, I'll try and find the article. There's this thing called the sticker system where an older person invited everyone around and gave each person a sticker and said, here you go, put your sticker on the things that you want. And it just made it easier for them after that person passed away.
And there was also a video that we watched where the lady, she called her family members and said that she was doing a massive declutter. And that she was digitizing all her kids' sort of report cards and artworks and whatever, and that if they wanted them, they had to come and fetch it, otherwise she would get rid of it.
Yes.
So that was a great idea.
Yeah, so that you don't have to be a storage facility for your kids. The fourth tip is to focus on essentials and joy. And this is where we all get to channel our inner Marie Kondo, who came up with the KonMari method. And she recommends looking at things and saying, do they spark joy? And obviously that works for, you know, clothing and maybe sentimental items. But then you pair that with what you actually use, like a practical side. I think that's the essential part of it. You know, you don't keep things for the wrong reasons.
And if you're an extreme minimalist, of course, you'll keep hardly anything.
Yes, you'll just have
1 teaspoon.
1 cup.
For spreading bread. The fifth step is something that Ange and I really, really love. We haven't heard about it before. It's called creating a legacy binder. So in this step, you would collect all your important documents, letters that you cherish, and maybe, you know, the artworks and things that you loved from your kids or your grandkids or whatever, and you put them in a binder and mark things clearly. That way, when you pass, those things are found easily by your family members, and there's no need for them to rummage through stuff.
By embracing extreme minimalism and Swedish death cleaning, we can create a space that is not only clutter-free, but also a sanctuary that reflects our values. It's about living intentionally and making conscious choices that bring us peace, joy, and clarity.
Ask yourself, what sparks joy in my life? What can I let go of to make space for things that truly matter in my life?
It's about finding a balance that works for you and your lifestyle.
Thanks for joining us on this journey. If you found the video helpful, please subscribe, like, and comment. And let us know if you're going to incorporate minimalism and even Swedish death cleaning into your life.
Remember, it's not just about having less, it's about making room for what truly matters. Next, it's time for Bloopers, where you get to have a laugh at our expense. So go and whip up some kale chips. Or
popcorn.
Whip up something. After that, we will suggest something else for you to watch. So
until next time,
bye-bye.
It's also about making a calmer, cleaner.
Do you normally say, however, in your daily speech? I don't. I write it.
Do you say daily speech in your daily speech?
I do.
Look down.
Can you just look at the lens?
Sorry.
And in case you're wondering, the reason that we have a wardrobe change is because it's the next day, because our lazy camera decided that 2 minutes before the end of our recording yesterday, the battery would go flat.
We can't really include that because I'm wearing the same clothes. I saved my clothes for the reshoot.
That has to go into a frugal living video.
TMI.